Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. Baby, it's you. Lie like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. Whatever, and I would never. Yeah. You've been flexing everywhere. Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. But baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. If I was Father Time, then I would change the day. So I never saw your face. Please, what do I have to do to make you go? Baby, it's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Walk out that door, no, yeah.
We're both lost at the day. Biggest Tangem. Pretty much similar.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, for the third time, we're going to attempt to get our mic working. My apologies. You can tell it is Mercury in retrograde with all the... Road Dog got censored. All right, well, first of all, welcome to the late night live stream, where we just kind of chill out and look at the charts and share alpha and knowledge. Just navigating the crypto market and trying to come out of it winners. That's the goal. And if you don't know how to do that, hopefully I can give you a few guide points that will help you along those ways. I am not a guru. I do not have all the answers. I am not perfect. I do not get things right all the time, but I do pretty well enough to where I don't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore. So that says a little of something. And this is 3 years now. 3, 4, I don't know. So the weekly candle close today, that gives us kind of insight of where we stand in the market. And it's very important for us to keep up with the price action going on with this weekly candle. And as I was explaining about this pattern and drawing this symmetrical triangle here, this is called well, some people call it a bearish hammer. It's technically called an inverted hammer candle. And I would rank it about the same as what I rank the symmetrical triangle pattern. And that's what I was saying when the mic was off. And if you've been on my channel and heard me talk about the symmetrical triangle pattern, you know I'm not a big fan. They're highly unreliable. And that's what I'll say about this. But let me explain what this spells out for price action. What this says, actually, it's mildly to moderately bullish, but just unreliable as a reversal indicator. That's how I can best explain this. So we had price push all the way up here, right? So that was bullish. That was a hellacious bullish move. We were all happy about 28,137 from being down here at 25. On leverage, that was a crazy fun day to catch that ride up, right? But then they pushed us back down in that same week, and that's why we get this little pancake looking wafer thing in the middle of this red stick. So bullish, it's often seen as a warning to the bears. It's saying, hey man, these bulls are pushing back. They got you this far one time. You better watch it, baby. They may come back after you again. So don't get too bearish. That's the message. That's what it's saying. Moving averages are saying something scary though. I'm not happy about these moving averages. I don't like it when they cross. On smaller time frames, what happens when they cross? Price goes down. What happens when they're crossing go below the 200 moving average? The weekly chart says that we are headed to this 50 moving average, and this is coming in at 24,136. So I've got this little sucker marked out, put a line on that guy right there, so that whatever time frame that I go to, I know where that little moving average is, because I'm watching that little puppy as a target. Now, the cool thing that we got about Bitcoin, and we got to keep this in mind as we talk about Bitcoin, probably ad nauseum, probably tired of hearing everybody talk about Bitcoin. We're saying this, maybe a lot of us are saying the same things, but you know, we were on a great uptrend, broke it. Okay, when we do that, hey, usually the best time to get out of a trade. Not always though, because sometimes we're just talking about general market structure, how stuff works. Doesn't matter what time frame we're on. We're on the weekly right now. Looks the same on the 1 minute, 15, whatever. When this happens, if there is a big bullish move, you know, a lot of times we're expecting, oh, this paper's going down, short it, yeah, woohoo, yeah, baby. And then it starts going up, and we're like, hey, you're supposed to be going down. So we can see those bullish moves just kind of ride this trend line, you know, just kind of ride that trend line on up. Sometimes they make a double top and then come down, and that's kind of what I've been looking for. Now, the weekly is not supporting my argument for that. The weekly is trying to tell me, nah, road dog, baby, I know you want that. I know you want that head and shoulders pattern to play out, baby, but I may have something different planned for you. So, and it may be similar. We may actually get a bump up. We can do that. I mean, price does need to come back to the 9 moving average. That's a rule. She's got to come back and touch it if she gets away from it. Has to. Gots to. So, good chance. What I'm foreseeing is another little pump up to this moving average, wherever it may be, come Tuesday. So we got 2 days to go. Luckily, this is a weekly chart, so I would say it's a very safe bet to say that we're coming back up to retest the 200 moving average. Maybe. My fear is there's nothing here that I can see that would give us support to take that jump up before first coming down. So I believe what my weekly chart is telling me is that Road Dog, baby, we're just going to drive your prices on down and freak everybody the freak out, making a lower low, because until that happens, we are technically still bullish. I think I got a little bit ahead of myself. So when I was talking about prices going up, and that's what I was hoping for, I mean, technically we can still do that. We have not made a lower low, right? And until we do that, we are still technically and officially in a bull trend. We have not totally broke trend. We broke a trend line. We have not made a lower low. Now, this is different on your futures contracts, and some people have made the argument, well, retail's not in control. Spot market's not really the dominating force here. It's really futures that's driving the market at the moment. Okay, well, that's an argument. They might have a point. I mean, it goes against your typical technical analysis. When you look at the, spot prices, forever when you bring this chart up, it's always going to be like this. But here on futures, and this is MEXC, it's different. Got that little baby locked in. This little baby closed a little lower, and on some exchanges it was a little bit lower than that, noticeably lower. So I found that to be a very interesting argument. I don't know that I would just put the bank on it, but that's something to watch. Still, the real Bitcoin, not the paper Bitcoin, not the fake Bitcoin, because I think you can buy as many Bitcoin as you want on those exchanges. I don't know. Well, I mean, they do have some limits, but I think if you exceeded 21 million, they can make an exception. I don't know. But the weekly suggests, since we lost these movement averages already, we haven't called a bounce off anything. The next one in line from the 21s are 50. So it is highly probable that we may see 24,000 Bitcoin, and we actually really should actually get a bounce there, because we you can't just keep falling through them all. It doesn't work that way. They bounce. They all bounce, and they stay near the one that's supposed to be right by price, which, for that to happen, this sucker's just got to take a big old nosedive real quick. Now, if we see these moving averages just suddenly, especially that green one, just targeting that 50, oh, that's ugly. But price would probably be way down here by the time that happened. So I see a very real possibility on the weekly that, and this is just price action. We haven't even got to indicators yet. I have not even got to indicators yet. The 3-day was looking bullish. Now suddenly I can't remember how to delete this thing. Strigger says no notification, no mic. Like, dang, just pump the markets at least. Strigger said, I'm not meaning to laugh, man. You say that. It's starting to become a catchphrase, man. But I'll say this. I mean, there's a lot of people losing right now because this market is horrible. There are some bangers, right? There's some things popping off, and there's some things getting into some juicy prices that I want to take a look at and talk about here in a minute. But mostly, my strategy right now is look for any bump up, any relief in altcoins, because I'm going to be unloading some. I'm just saying, I need some dry powder. If we are going to drop lower. Okay, so here, this is the probable scenario. We'll come here and then we'll get a bounce. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just pretend that happened. Let's forecast. The bounce from the 50 takes us back up to around here. So we're probably looking at a 382 retracement. Not getting past that 382 retracement will probably bring us down here where maybe we can double bottom. I doubt it. Usually we'll come down to this 2.7 area. So if I had to make a prediction now, would say we're going to make a sick little fallen channel. And candle top to candle bottom there, down to this way is just what I'm kind of saying here. Just saying. Unless we can regain that 200 average. I don't see how you can do that with these suckers just now coming down. It's going to take them a minute to turn around. See, they got to make a U-turn. They got to do a U-turn. It takes a few weeks to get that U-turn, baby. It's wide load. So, I'm going to erase this because I got too many messy charts, but I do want to post that. So just to save it. And where would I put it? I don't want to put it. Oh, yeah, I don't want to put it there. I'll put it in the general section on our little group over here. BTC. I'll just put this as a possible outcome scenario. All right. Some things I've been doing on the Telegram group that may be of some interest is that for anybody wanting to learn some stuff, I got some things over in the student chart area. And this is where I've been following Bitcoin. I just posted a bunch of stuff, some things that I'm going to be sharpening up on and looking more into market opens and things. My take on this is this. Institutions are here, baby, and more institutions are dying to be here, just waiting for the green light. And they do things a little different than we do. And we got a little taste of that in the last bull market. Well, we've got a taste of it in the last couple of years with how these market makers have been just ruling the roost, right? And, you know, they got paper hands. I hate to say it. We saw a lot of big paper hand whales, institution plays this last bull cycle. Trying to drop the market, right? And they play dirty is what I'm trying to say. But there's rules to how that they play, and this gets more into what we call the market maker method. That's an area that I'm starting to lean into, put more energy into. Real cool strategy. I mean, Traders Reality uses it. I think Annie from Crypto Banner, she's a new one over there. She's good. Uses a version of this. And they also use the indicator with the vector candles. But I do have some references here. I know this one works. I don't think this link is working on this second one. But just some cool stuff. And then I've posted some information there. But there's some things over here about this strategy and this method for trading. Because it's really fascinating, but it's not simple. So I do like the simple stuff, and the simple stuff is very effective. This one really deals more with timing and just knowing how they play their game, because they have a way of doing this things, cycles among weeks. A low week, a midweek, up week, and crash it down. Kind of like this, 3 tiers is how it's exactly what they're looking at. 3 levels, and we're losing this level. And then we'll be down in this little level. And they just it'll be interesting. So as I sharpen up on these skills and learn some new things, I will be freely sharing those here on the channel. Jordan Crypto, hey man, good to see you. Just popped in and drop a like and comment to help boost the algo. Hey, I appreciate that. It's bedtime. It should be my bedtime too. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. So this is just a projection here. This is kind of what I can see this playing out. Okay, so let's check this against the indicators. Make sure I'm just not totally off. There was some divergence here. Green dot, low stochastics. Things wanting to go to the upside. That was the 3-day. That's been a couple of 3 days ago. That's about a week ago. We got the big push up, big push down, all that manipulation, because that's what that was. Let's tell everybody we're getting an ETF and woo, let's pump that price, baby. Oh, we're gonna delay it. Did that make you guys think about selling? That didn't make me like a lot of other people I've heard in this space say. That's pretty much expected, especially from the SEC. Oh, come on, dude. We know they're not helping us out, right? So the sell-off, just one of those unique planned events that we see more and more in our markets. Thank you, Wall Street. Can't wait till you really get here and really try to screw us over. Moving averages do not look good on the 3-day though. Okay, so 3 days, so already got the cross of the 9 over the 20. Okay, that's down. And that gives us a target just on the 3-day. So what that means next 3 days, we could probably expect to see 24, what is that, 24.8, 24.750. Sounds like it's going to be a slow burn. I don't know. But now let me say this. As of yet, this is not too terrible. There is still a chance for a comeback here on the 3-day. If it is just a wick and can reclaim this area. But I'm afraid these are going to cross before we can get a chance to do that. And that would kind of nullify that. Might put a damper on it, but we might see a bounce a little earlier in the week there at that area. So we're going to follow these ideas and keep those. But as I was saying, until we actually make that lower low, we still technically are in an uptrend and we can get a bounce to the upside. Weekly says, nah, I got something else in mind for you. So weekly rules the roost, man. And so does the monthly. And while we're here, can we just check this out? Can we talk about this? Do you guys see what I see on the monthly here? Stochastics turning down on the monthly. Red dot on the monthly. We're still in the green on money flow, but it's coming down. VWAP's coming. Indicators are coming down. Let's just put it short. I don't want to bore you with all the indicator stuff. I do need to show you some stuff. RSD is going flat. Now, that's usually pitiful trading when MACD goes flat. Pitiful. That is a good sign to just stay out of the dang market. So we may see a very interesting fight over the next month between bulls and bears. And let's just see how much fight the bulls have got in them. Sad. 4 hours trying to you trying to do something, you're not going to work. It's not going to work, I don't think. Looks like 4 hours trying to make a comeback, but where's my delete, man? Get that hell line, dude. Are you going to do it? Just trying. Price is above it, but man, it hadn't got that cross yet. Oh, and the stochastics are high. See that? And they're coming down. VWAP's coming down. I mean, it looks promising with them being above the moving averages, right? But that thing just tells me, ooh, she may drop. At a point of resistance, this is the 236 Fibonacci, where we shorted from here, which was awesome. Expected the short when we got back up to it again, which was, cool. And then we started going back toward it again and above it. That's not cool. We're shorting anyway. What say ye on the 1 hour? 1 hour? Man, your moving averages are awesome, but you lost it. How did you do that? Are you going to try to regain it? Huh. Okay. This is oddly bullish to me. 1 hour looks bullish to me. She's going to try. I don't know if it's going to work. She's going to try. We may be getting one more pump up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey man, you should be counting for me, Mr. Wave. Mr. Wave ain't finding nothing at the moment. There's Mr. Wave, he found something. Mr. Elliott Wave Indicator over here suggests that on the 5 minutes we are getting an ABC correction, getting ready to start our wave 1, and that looks bullish to me. So another little small 5 wave up is what it's suggesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go 5 minute. Change the world 1 minute at a time, baby. You can do it. Sometimes it helps if you talk up to them. Give them a little encouragement there. Six people, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Hit those heart buttons if you're from Canada. Just saying. All right, so we looked at Bitcoin. Okay, the short term is trying to do something. Long term, man, we got some stuff to think about, right? If Bitcoin's coming down, what you guys going to do? What's your plan? You got a plan? Do you know? I mean, it already kamikaze us once. That wasn't fun. It looks like it has plans to kamikaze us again. So the question, I guess, let's go to token metrics over here. And let's check out our little altcoin season thing here. I may have to refresh this. Are you current? No, okay. Crap. This is why I don't do this. So I want to check their measurement on the dominance. I think we're still right in the middle there. So we go over to analytics. They've got it fixed now where we come to the chat bot as the first thing, which is kind of cool. You can ask it just about anything. It's based off of token metrics, research and information and data and everything. So okay, baby, come on. You're wasting my time. We may have to come back here when it loads. I don't want to waste everybody's time tonight. Okay, so are we here? Oh, jeez. You can't even navigate to the site, road dog. Okay, never mind. You look like an idiot on TV, road dog. You gotta learn how to do this stuff before you come on here and try to act all professional and stuff. Still, this is a bearish pattern. Rising channel, bear flag, if you will. The bear flag scenario is ugly. Personally, that's a little bit long for a bear flag to me. That's more of a channel, but still crazier things will happen. It could still happen this way. For all you bears out there, 24,130. That actually is a measure move down to our 50 EMA. Well, gosh darn it. If that ain't what we call confluence, fellas, pretty sure we're going down. Pretty sure we got a nice slow burn down. Strega says, I don't want to work no more. I want to help you get there, Strega. We're going to figure this out, baby. You's a road dog now. You part of the pack. Should be hopefully some resistance right here about 25,323. All right, well, let's just look at the obvious, man. Okay, Weekly says, "Baby, I got something in store for you." Can we capitalize on that, little baby? Can we? You get rejected at that 236, you don't make it down there. I don't know. The tricky part is going to be finding the right time to get the short. The easiest way to do it would be to set an order beneath it. Why, you could even go long at the bottom of this trend line, just set a stop loss and have it divert. You can do that on MEXC. I'm just talking crazy. Well, no, it works. Set your stop loss, and MEXC lets you flip it to reverse it, and it'll reverse it for you, although it doesn't always work. Safest move would be to wait for a break, right? And once a break happens, otherwise, or if you're that confident in a short coming, build a position. I just don't trust market makers before Tuesday that they don't pump this price up somehow. One last Hail Mary to get as much people motivated and confident the price is going to go up, so they can take profit and dump us down to the price that they want to buy it back at. So if you play this right, man, you can get a nice risk to reward ratio. It all depends on how tight you can get your stop loss and get by with it, and where you actually open that trade. I don't think there's a trade at the moment, but I'm just saying I want to see what we got. It's a 6% move, 10x leverage. You got 60% gain on that move. If something like this happens, which could. Not saying this happened soon. I'm looking at Tuesday. I want to see what they do Tuesday, and then see what they do Wednesday. Monday is usually the false move Monday. They usually like to take price in the opposite direction of where they're going to take it later that week sometimes, depending on which week cycle they're in. So I'm just holding tight. I might take a few shorts on small time frames, scalping, something like that, but I'm not doing anything major at the moment. So I'm done with Bitcoin, man. Let's turn over quickly to Total 3. Now it's been looking a little bit more promising on these shorter last few hours. We're getting a little bounce. Now this pattern opening is actually right angled. If we go by the candle bodies there, could be right angled. It's into that. That has a 55% chance to break to the upside. I'm just throwing that out there. Doesn't mean that it will. Remember, we're talking about things looking bearish, so I don't want to get you confused. But so far, it is looking decent. How do you look on the week? Nobody ever asked me how I look on the week. They all want to talk about Bitcoin. Nobody wants to care about altcoin on the weekly, and you should. Well, she's totally bearish, man. Way below this 200 moving average here, which is, on the good side, it's skyrocketing up. I like the angle. If they were all doing that, we'd all be happy. So we're fortunate, I think, that the 200 moving average is at least that's the strongest one of them all, and it's going up at pretty much almost a 45-degree angle. I mean, don't expect it to keep doing that because this downward pressure that we got going on right now, we're gradually kind of curving around. But at least we got that to act as a magnet to pull us back up to it. So we got that going for us. We're in a bullish pattern. There could be a breakout, although it looks as though we got rejected here at the 50 and are definitely coming down. We're coming down, baby. But it looks like a sideways burn. It's trying to catch. It's trying to do something. It really is. It's trying to at least come back up to the moving average. So, but losing these levels and the way the 50 came down, we've seen that. We can get a slow burn down on these two. Not excited about that at all, but we are seeing some of them pop off, and that's been great. So if you're in them and they're popping off, I would highly recommend taking that dry powder off the table. Take that profit, because that bull market ain't starting tomorrow, baby. You can get these. It's like we're going to get altcoins at a discount because if Bitcoin starts dumping, oh, some of these may find some new lows, and some of them may just make it back. Gradually may make it back to the lows that we saw earlier. Those will be the ones to watch for, because apparently they were the strongest ones, right? Top 100 coins. Anything rocking today? It's not been a bad day for alts. Rollbit has been doing some stuff. One that I was excited about today was Unibot. We talked about that one recently. Ben likes this Unibot. You can get that on MEXC and actually on several different exchanges now. Been looking to buy this at a juicy price. Started nibbling a little bit. It didn't quite come down to my target, but we wicked there. We wicked right into there. And seeing that, I started nibbling, but I've still got some more orders down. About $60, and depending on how bearish things get, maybe down at 40. And that may be like catching a knife, since we don't know how far down ultimately that we may be going over the next few months. We are just 6 months away from the halving. We can expect a dip around this time in the market cycle. It usually happens. Even on past the halving. It's not like we immediately get bullish after the halving. It takes us a little while. It's actually when the pressure's starting to be felt. It'll take it a few months for the lack of Bitcoin to be felt. But it may be a little bit quicker than normal because, well, we got more demand from the bigger players wanting to buy bigger amounts. And the same amount's not going to be there. So maybe interesting. I think it is a great time to focus on Bitcoin. That's what I think. I'm going to come back over here and try to find the little chart that I am trying to show you. I believe please be it. Don't make me hunt again. We were just at that freaking page before you logged me out, man. Oh my gosh. Can I just get... see if we can search it. I think they call it the altcoin season indicator. All right, dude. All right. I apologize. I know there's another place that we can probably find that. We can look at Bitcoin dominance easily and kind of gather this for ourselves here, and we should probably do that. Bitcoin dominance. Let's go to the daily on that. Just check it out, and then we'll start getting into some of these coins. Elliott Wave on the daily says we're going through an ABC correction, which therefore could actually give us a move to the upside. Possible. Also, I am looking for a break of structure here, actually, and that could also fit in with the Elliott Wave there too, I believe. This is a bullish pattern, and it would normally break out to the upside. I'm seeing the moving averages giving us a bearish predicament here. It looks like we're getting shot down. So the following channel is bullish, but the overall pattern that we're in, the one that has all the weight and the say so, is what we call a bearish megaphone. So widening pattern pointed up saying, hey man, get the hell down from there. And then price says, okay, and falls out of the wedge and starts coming down. Usually around to the areas where we start. More than likely around a 786 or 886 retracement, maybe. We have to start pulling our fibs. But usually around to that area. So dominance coming down would be great for altcoins. Unless Bitcoin is dumping at the same time. That part would suck. Well, Actually, my chart corrects me and says that we should be kind of stable on altcoins. Will it? Really? If Bitcoin dominance goes down and Bitcoin goes down, alts should be kind of stable. That would be a blessing. I'm just looking for them babies to go down. So let's take that contrary information to what I just said. Taking our look at altcoin total 3 one more time. So, be that true, then this should bounce to the upside. But baby, I ain't seen it happen yet. It's you can try, but baby, you're being a little bit bearish right now. Moving averages of ever bearish. Let's hope that plays true. I would love to see altcoins stay stable. So we were looking at Unibot, and I believe I made my points on that, right? Looking to buy in this juicy little zone. Unibot, let's talk about this for a moment. This one is pretty cool. I got an article here, comprehensive guide to the Telegram bot, Unibot. That's what it is. It's a Telegram bot, and I just opened it up on Telegram today. It's really cool looking. It uses your, it mentions MetaMask wallet that you can go through. It sets up some wallets on Telegram and it ties it to your MetaMask, and it can make some trades for you and do some cool stuff. It's really interesting. But what's really interesting about this, which I think probably the SEC will have some issues with for people in the States, it's got some method sniper, multi-wallet swaps, fail guards. It's got some cool stuff. I have not actually used it. Don't know if I will. It looks cool. But I'm really interested in the token because they give you a kickback. So here's the deal with the tokenomics. Maximum supply of 1 million tokens with a daily burn rate of 0.1. The project added 100% of the token supply to the circulating liquidity at launch. And Unibot holders get 40% of transaction fees on the bot and 1% of the tax fees that the Unibot trades generate. So how cool is that? Moreover, they enjoy a 20% reduction on fees for swapping tokens on Unibot. And it says only users with 10 or more Unibot tokens can receive these perks. So there's a demand. And so did you know each Unibot trade attracts a 5% tax that goes to the tax pool? Once this tax pool hits the threshold of 200 Unibot, the project converts the coins to ETH and distributes them. 1% of this tax is allocated for liquidity, and 1 to 2% goes to the token holders. 2% of the tax accrues to the team and takes care of operating expenses. So there's an incentive for having this little guy. So getting it at these yummy prices for a long-term hold, 1 billion, and you got to have 10 to get all the perks. Dude. You come down somewhere around the $50 mark, I'm cool with snapping you up because I saw you at 200, man. I saw you at 250. And you ain't even got started yet, baby. I think you got some potential, especially if you're burning the tokens. Yeah, baby. I'll be like the discounts more when my DJs play out. So Unibot is one that I'm excited about, that these prices finally dropped. Yay, baby. I was hoping for those targets. She got kind of bullish though. People started wanting to buy it up with those yummy prices, but we're still under that 9 moving average there. Playing red light, green light down here. Stochastics are trying to come up. Here's the thing, stochastics work their way up when we don't go nowhere. And then when they start coming down, they push us down. So just got to wait on that. A little bit more of a drop, Unibot. Come on, baby. Fill my bags. Fill my bags. Where did my list go? Dude, you lost your list too, man. How unorganized are you, man? We're going to check out time. Now, I did chart that earlier for someone in the Telegram group. I believe I had this on. I think I used Coinbase. Is this you? This you, baby? So you had a nice little pumpy pump. So if you're trading this, that was a good trade. Me, I'm not trading this baby. I'm collecting this baby. And these are juicy prices right here. I've already got my little bag of this set. It's not a huge bag, but it's one that if this thing 25 or 30 X's, I'll be cool with it. That was a 50% move there. How awesome is that? And let's look and see what happened here. Because these are market maker tricks, and we're starting to see this more and more. So we had a trend line, and we had a bear trap, right? So they're trying to scare us. Oh God, it's going down more. Going down more. Where did they take it? They took it to the negative 0.27 when they do that. That's why I like that little fib. He gives me an edge on those little market makers sometimes. It's still looking bullish, trying to anyway, on the daily. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had this one mapped out. I've got this somewhere else on another chart. But even playing a downward channel, man, just like that, still gives you a 60% chance to break to the upside there. So where's a good place to get in on this if you're interested? Or is it a good time? I think it's a good time. Will it drop lower? Man, it could. They all could. I don't know. If you're trying to accumulate, it's a great time to do it, but be ready to write it down more if it's possible. It may not. Possibly could come down to 1094 is what I'm getting. Good. So if this moves from this impulse move, then that's a target if things go south. However, looks like we're above the 618 currently. Got this nice little candle there above the 50 moving average. Looking good if we can get across on the daily. That 9 moving over to the 21. Looks like it's trying to do that. Thing to do now is to track the 4 hour. Looks good. It's getting a retest. It needs to. Lost the 9. That's cool. Comes down. See what it does on the 200, but it should normally test the 21. 21 might come up to meet it by that time, or it may wick down to the 21. Just depends on what it does, but basically we just wanted to hold this 200 moving average. Cool. Looks like it's getting a little tired. MACD is getting a little tired. Indicators getting a little tired. Coming down. So this is the area I'd be looking for if you want to take advantage of this cool opportunity. I think it's a cool one. We've looked at this one before. So I'll label this as my buy zone. Now, where could we be headed? I've got that target. I've got one target up there at 23. Now I've got a new one at 24. This might be a very bullish target that may not necessarily play out right now. But if this one actually switches trend, even if it's a short-term trend, that should be a possibility to get up to $24 or $25. At which point, you have to ask yourself, am I going to take profits? Or am I just going to ride it for whatever it's worth? And that's something you got to figure out for yourself, because here's the scenario. It's always good to take profits, and you need to get in the habit of it. I agree, but come up here and take your profits. I don't know. For me, I like to try to sell no more than half. I like, if it's something I like that I don't want to lose out on, don't want to lose the juicy position that I got, I'll just sell half and try to buy it back later. Sometimes you don't get that chance to buy back later. Sometimes it may be at some point in this game, you will come across this trying to do this strategy. I'm gonna sell high and I'm gonna buy low, and it don't go low. It just goes and you miss. So you just have to take that in consideration. But I think anytime you get to a 2x, you should definitely moonbag it, and then work on another moonbag. Whatever price you got to get in at, you can still moonbag it eventually, right? At this point in the market. It's my take on it. So we got time doing a pullback, and I like that pullback, and I think it's a great time to get into it, because it would suck buying it at 22, wouldn't it? This is usually a good sign when you have that we would get a breakout of this level. So just throwing that out there. Usually when you have a pattern, especially when they give you a bear trap, usually you can expect a breakout. So technically our breakout would probably be, well, as long as we can get above this white line and get above this 100 moving average, that would be just beautiful for a hopeful move up here to the 200. And that's coming in around 30 at the moment. It may just come down here and meet these targets that we have right there by the time that we get to them. Guys, if you got anything that you would like me to take a look at, feel free to throw it up in the chat. I'm just going to check and see if there was any other setup that I may have shared today that I'm forgetting. So time, we did time. And Rollbit, I was looking at Rollbit. So Rollbit, who do we have? It's pretty much a DeFi play. Pretty sure I went with this first one right here. So I don't even need that anymore. So I had this trade set up here for a possible long. I mean, you can definitely short it down there. I'm expecting Rollbit to hit this area right here, about 12 cents. Currently at 16. So we broke market structure. Moving averages have not yet crossed, but they most likely. That actually looks pretty strong. But we get the drop, they will most likely cross there. But the biggest thing is that we broke a trend. We broke a trend line right there. And we're headed at least to the 50 moving average. I've got a Fibonacci here at 12 that I think will come through the fib. I believe. There's bearish divergence there that will give us that move to the downside. Of course, you can always pull the Fibonacci's. And that is the 618, so that's what I'm saying. Also, you know, if this is still a strong move, a bounce off the 50 might be in order with the 50 moving average, so keep that in mind too. So that area at 13 cents, 13.8 actually. But the target that I have for this, after we do get our little bounce, is about 25 cents up to, I think, 27 cents actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think that we're in a 5-count wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should get another one up. I don't even think LA Wave is doing that though, is it? So that's just potentially what I see. No guarantees here, but that would be a nice little move. The trade, setting your stops underneath this trend line. Tighter the stops better, I think, because if it falls underneath this trend line here that I've got just going from the wicks, this is the extreme trend line. If it falls underneath there, man, this trade is invalidated, meaning that there would be probably more downward action. So buying as close to that trend line as possible, putting a tight stop's how I like to play it and get a 14 risk to reward ratio of 14-1, man. I like that. That's 111% if that target is reached. So I think that might be something, but it's going to take patience to wait for it. Some people might just want to short it on down there. I don't know if that would be worth it. Right now we're finding support on the 4 hour on the 200 moving average. So technically we are still bullish. Let's just get that out there. That's a 22% move. Oh, I like it. So we had a candle close beneath the 200 and now we're above it. So we're retesting the 100 and of course the 9 and 21 are passing through there, so that could give us it may only come down to 13.8. That may not, that looks a little bit bullish at the moment for what I'm seeing here on the moving averages. Should probably take a minute to explain why. When my heavier moving averages, the 9 and the 100 are going up and the other ones are coming down, they got more weight. The 50 is still largely still up, right? They're in order, yellow, white, blue. That's bullish order on the heavier weighted ones. And that's how I look into that. The red and the green, yeah, they're lightweights. So they can easily be pulled back into order and wouldn't be beautiful. They just have to fight their way through it, but that could happen getting a bounce off this 200. But what I do see is that the 9 is targeting that 200, so that might give us the little boom down that we need there to make this little trade happen. Currently, we're under the 9, so bearish on the trend. But technically, we still bullish. We're above that 200 on the 4 hour. Period. Gotta see that break for this trade set up to work. Otherwise, we head up there anyway. So if we start getting bullish and see a trend reversal here, yeah, keep that target in mind. From here, if we do turn around, that's still 50 to 65% move there. Target's still valid. Chris says, Unify is a short I'm looking at. Oh, this is looking rough right now. We looked at that one before. I kind of like that one. Let's see, we got futures. Oh, Lordy mercy. Jeez, baby, look at that sucker go. Well, it looks like a short will be coming at some point. Goodness gracious. Man, have I got that in my bags? I'm having to check real quick because I thought I had some of that guy. I think that was over on KuCoin. Thank you, KuCoin. Thank you for throwing a kink in my strategy. Last time it was Binance. Getting kicked off Binance. It's not fun. Oh man, look at that big old wick. $41? For real, for real? That was June. Unify. All right, baby, let's see. Where are you going to short out at? I think we got to go to the weekly to figure this one out. It's just too much, well, definitely right through here. Wow, can it go? Unify, in this bearish market, are you planning to go to 1286? Because it looks like that's where you're going to. That's a weekly candle close there. You think it's got that much gas left in it? I see the money flow coming up. Okay, VWAP's it's peaked. Doesn't mean it's necessarily headed down. Weekly still got some gas. How are we doing on the 3? Oh, man, she's looking bullish, Grizz. Short term. Is still like when we were just talking about the moving averages being on the upside on the other setup. The white and the blue are stacked in order bearishly here, so we still got that weight to pull it down. And these little wild guys, the 9 and the 21 though, they're wanting to rip. So it is very far away from that 9 moving average. So I can't imagine it. It's on the 3-day though. Jeez, what do you look like on the 12-hour? Okay then. Was that? Can we count that too? All right, I gotta do some finessing to try to figure out a target of where it could go. Let's figure this little baby out. All right, so first of all, that wick is legit, right? It's not just like this isn't futures or anything. That looks legit. Okay, if it's legit, then maybe it's as easy as pulling this little fibby here. And I'm still getting $12, man. So 236 right there, man. So what I'm seeing is the first point of rejection, because if we do get hit there, so I'll agree this TA plays out there, we can go to negative $6.8. I'm not trusting that. That one does not make sense to me. Let's try this differently. Let's do something a little bit more reasonable. This. Okay, this one makes more sense to me. Okay, this one makes. Yes, Lorda. Okay, from this swing high, screw the big wick. Yeah, we're going from this one to here, to swing low right here. Swing high to swing low. Because we really didn't break that area that much. I mean, you could take it down here, but it's not gonna. It's still in the same area. I guess technically you would. To encapsulate the whole swing high to swing low. I'll go from wick to wick. And we're getting rejected off the 618. Okay. Now that looks. I'm telling you that week. This is the weekly though, right? So lower time frames then. How are you looking at? And then lower time frames look bullish. Maybe a 786. That'd be 1143. The 886 is at that $12 mark, so I'm still getting confluence on that price point. Doesn't mean it'll necessarily make it up that far, but it's looking bullish. Look up if this 9 moving averages, if it crosses that 50, that's a pop up. And bullish golden cross here on the daily, that would be kind of big. It's just going parabolic, baby. I mean, it'll definitely be a good short, definitely. But where is it gonna wick out at? I wouldn't be surprised to see it actually come up here and maybe wick up to these areas, that 886 area. So wow. And then we'll get the drop and sideways, down and sideways, lovely action that we're used to from a parabolic move. Let me go ahead and curse this for you to help you out, because you know how price loves to just break these parabolic structures when I draw them, right? So I want to do you a favor. I want to draw you two of them. I want to get both these parabolic moves here. And it is now cursed, Grizz. You will get your way. Oh, what? That's a nice pump, man. So we need to find some that pump up and then short them down. Red Dog, you're sounding awfully bearish, my man. Terribly bearish, my man. Why are you so bearish, Red Dog? Because we lost the 200 moving average on the weekly. That's why I'm bearish. I'm totally bearish. I've just got to get used to it. I will say this, you know, I mean, it takes you a while to, when you're long, a lot of times it takes you a while to reach those targets, right? Shorting, you can reach your targets a little bit quicker there. And when it's bearish, we're in a bearish trend. If you follow Bitcoin anywhere from the top down, yeah, you know what it was like. In the bearish trend, any little hint you got, oh, this might be it. We might find support here. Oh, this might be it. We might find some. Oh, we're going up. Then that's when we really knew we were bearish. Right? Oh, every time we go up, immediately shot down. One disaster after the other, but there wasn't. You got up and then shot right back down immediately. Yeah, we got away from that on this trend. It wasn't like that so much. And now we're still like that. We're like, dude, are you ever coming down? For real. Bitcoin, you broke trend. Come on. Drop. Are you going to do it? Why are you taking so long? So we still got some bullishness there. Hanging on. No problem, Grizz. Grizz already got his strategy already worked out. I got the feeling that Grizz is a professional. I think Grizz is an old school trader. That's what I think. Grizz, were you around in 2012? No, man. Sometimes I get the feeling that you're around in 2012. Are you an old school OG? How is XLM doing? It was looking pretty promising there, right? Ooh, baby, 19 cents there. Nice. Lost that area of support. Or got rejected there, rather. Ooh, what you doing, baby? What you doing? Almost hit that 200 there. You going to test it again, or are you trying to do something? You trying to go bullish? Oh, come on, really? You trying, ain't you? XLM's trying to do something. I don't know if it'll get past the 200 moving average, or even if it'll make it past this 12.2 cent Fibonacci. But it's a trying. Looks like she's getting rejected here, I think. Oh, did you have a little... Got a little bitty breakout there with a retest. Okay, cool. But on the trend line there, sometimes you do that, and then you can see where they start riding on the other side. That's a diagonal support resistance flip. Usually a good sign. Lackluster breakout, basically. No volume to support it. It managed to get up there and just hump this trend line's leg all the way down until it decided to go up a little bit. Interesting. Okay. So looked about 13 cents, maybe. Take a bullish bump up to get there. I see it getting rejected before that, though. I think we're getting rejected off the 618 here. And either we will keep this as support about 11.11 or 11.1 cents. Appears to be what she's trying to do, in my opinion, to get that old partial decline to try to do something bullish. So we're seeing some altcoins. I'm seeing something kind of like this, trying to maybe double bottom out. Maybe. If not, we're heading down here at 10.2. But she's getting tired and needs to make a little bit of a comeback down to this 9 moving average. May only go down that far. She might be stepping her way up. Maybe. Keep her eye on XLM. So some of these coins are starting to look like they're trying to do something. I hope they do. Gosh, I hope they do, because I want to sell out. I would love to see one more altcoin push before we get these drops that are more than likely coming on the weekly Bitcoin chart. I even went through and weeded out some of my Mexi stragglers there today and just cut some losers. Now, baby, you ain't show me nothing yet. You ain't going to. Not at this part of the cycle with the drop. Strega says, I remember FTC or Feathercoin. Oh, you old school, Strega, if you remember Feathercoin. That's an old coin, though. That's been around for a while, but still, it was popular back in, I think it got a little resurgence in 2016, 2017, if I remember right. I may not even remember right, but I think it got a little bit more popularity there. And then it died. Or I guess technically it's probably still out there somewhere. I think it's a mineable coin, so I can't remember. That's been a while. Feathercoin. I remember buying that. That's Feathercoin. It's interesting when you think about how the narratives of the coins have changed. Everybody was trying to do their own coin on their, basically making up their own chain. Is all proof of work, and then we got proof of stake, and just how, I guess just the overall growth and maturity in the space. And then they started solving problems, and I was like, well, damn, you can use blockchain for that. You can do this NFT. I can't even wrap my mind around. Yeah, I remember thinking NFTs were so confusing when they came out. There's a monkey picture. In short, basically. No, I think NFTs are going to find some good use cases in business, and not with pictures attached. I mean, access keys, whatever. Just, I mean, Token Metrics is doing a great thing. I mean, using them. I think it'd be cool. I think if somebody had a trading group, they should do it with an NFT and get away from the subscription $99 a month thing. I don't know. I have issues with that. But do an NFT and then let the people sell their membership if they want to. I don't know. Just ideas. No, not 2012. I just learned hard way. Have a decent understanding of the crypto market. Oh, that hard way. That's a hard teacher. Learning just TA was the first big game changer for me. So, and then of course you learn, well, now it's emotions. This market's all psychology. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's fascinating. I can't get enough of it. I think I'm hooked on it. I think I'm an addict. Addicted to charts. So, I mean, I have got nothing that I feel comfortable just throwing out there as a setup at the moment, knowing that, we could get blasted down at any point. But I'm happy to look at things that are up and give my opinion, but I'm not even out looking so much for setups, unless it's maybe a short-term thing, or overall just kind of looking at some good prices to maybe DCA or hit a low target or something to try to get a good deal on some of these coins. But I don't have much to share. I mean, we can look at Waves. Waves been here forever in this range, down at these bottom prices at 150. It's one I have a bag of. I like what I'm seeing here overall. Unless it wants to break to the downside, and then I'm not going to like it as much. Why are you not working, dude? It's Alt H. Alt and an H. Because this could easily be one of these, descending triangle type deals that can break to the downside. A lot of times, though, I would say at a bottom, I can see them break out. But now you're getting on this, hey man, you only have a 53% chance to break up. I mean, you got a 47% chance to fall through this on this sucker and make a new low. That would suck. Because right off the bat, I'd be having to look at 79 cents, and I would be very pissed if I... You wrote it all the way down from here? Because I think this is bad. $2 and under is what I've got, so I'm good. You drop 79 cents, I'm going to be miffed, man. I'm going to be kind of salty on you. But, I mean, that's the question, man. If we do get a drop, Bitcoin drops, the alts usually come down with it. How far will they go, man? We'll be looking at, is this going to flush us out again? We got another capitulation event coming for altcoins? I don't mean to sound bearish, but we don't need to be bullish at this point in time. It's not to our benefit to be bullish, or at least overly bullish. So we got to keep it real. She looks like she wants to come down and retest $1.23, $1.24 on Waves, which is usually a base melter when it gets going, because Waves reaches some good prices, man. So if you get this thing under $1 and you can sell it back at 35, 30, 40, if it gets back to its all-time high of 63, maybe I'm here for those 50 and 60 and 100 X's if I can find them. That's what I want. Filecoin has been obliterated. Lower lows. And below its little wick candle over here, man. Don't often see that. She's leveling out. Can she go further? To $1.16? Oh gosh. I'm just measuring from this last leg right there, man. It's not a, I wasn't measuring from up here, saying going to negative 427. I mean, how much further can these guys go? But luckily, we're not starting the bear market. Luckily, we're in the, getting near the end phases of it, just not officially there yet. And Filecoin looks like she might actually take a dump on the weekly. Stochastics are low, but then again, they can stay that way for a while this thing continues on down. Stochastics were first low right here. Right here is where they started turning to the upside. Right here. And so those stochastics were rising up as price was coming down. Until finally, it started going up just a little bit. The stochastics went way up and came all the way down. And so what can happen now is that we can still go down while those stochastics just flatten out. Or maybe they go up while we stay sideways, and then when they dump again, they push us down. So I'm not seeing a bunch of good news on some of these. Lower time frames look like they are trying to maybe do something though, like the 4 hour, but the overall big ones, man, the weekly, the one that really counts, man, they're saying no. So overall, this tells me that maybe we can see a few good pumps out of the altcoins, but it's probably a smart choice to take some profit and maybe try to reevaluate your portfolio, make any changes that you need to if we get another nice little pump up. Just a nasty market. Aura chain is down to $1.76, and my juicy little buy zone there that we did actually make it down to, hopefully we'll stay. Maybe the Bitcoin dominance chart that we saw, where Bitcoin goes down and dominance goes down, maybe alts will level out just for a little bit or not take as big of a hit. We can only track it and try to make the smartest choices that we can based on the information we get at the time. 4 hours want to come down on this little guy. Tacos. Addicted to DJs. Gris says, hard way, learning the hard way is the best way. A good motivator to get it right. Yeah, it took me just getting knowing. Oh gosh, this was no, this was after the COVID stuff hit, while lockdown and stuff. And I was like, well, gosh, man, I'm not having to work right now. There is this extra money coming in. Although I'm afraid that the world's going to blow up and I'm going to need it. But I had to get mad at the market because I was losing. It's the same thing everybody else says. You know, you buy, price drops, you sell, price takes off without you, and you're like, what? And then you have to buckle down and actually learn a few skills. So that's what I had to do. And I put it off because I thought, oh God, it looks complicated having all finance crap. I don't want to learn all that. Equations, math, I don't know. Well, luckily, I mean, there's all different kinds of ways to do this. There are many, many systems of analysis. And pattern trading made sense to me. And works. And then now doing it by itself with just price action, no. There's a triangle. Ooh, let's jump in. No, the indicators help you figure a lot of stuff out. The moving averages, all the other little tricks that you learn along the way. So, just making the effort just to learn this, just getting the basics will make a huge difference. Just learn the basics, the simple stuff, support, resistance, maybe patterns, an indicator, a moving average. Get your favorite. Find 1, 2, 3 that you like. There's various good ones out there, but just making the effort, learn just a few basic things, and it's really simple. It seems confusing, overwhelming at first, but trust me, when you finally step back and you look at it, you say, "Oh, that's really not that hard." Because the battle's mostly with yourself. I've found. Oh, I'll just move my date thing. I'll put that back right. I don't know what I had this one there for. So we got this line here, September, was it the 25th? Just looking around those time frames for something weird to happen. All right, guys, I have nothing more exciting to share. So other than just going over coins that we've seen before and charted before, some of them are popping off and looking good, and hey, more power to them. A few that are up on the week, top 100, XTC, Ton Coin. I like Ton Coin. They don't want me to have it here in the States for some reason. And then on the strongest coins of the whole year, these are the ones that are up for the week. Numair, 62%. Hats off to you, Numair, man. Woo! You got to respect the move. Got to respect the move. And some other ones. So these are ones that you may, if you're looking for strong coins, long-term holds or something, the ones that are green right now, especially on the week, and gosh, if we can go to the month, these are ones definitely to keep your eyes on. Ton, Estos, I'm not even sure what that, Stratos, okay. And sure, they may be, I don't know, some of them may be up right now, but for a long-term hold idea or a project to look into to see if it's something you want to invest in, it's a good way to kind of weed them out just a little bit, because these have been some proven performers and should continue. These are the ones that are still up for the year. Pendle, man. I think I finally got me some Pendle. Chris says, setting rules and discipline yourself is key for me. Yes, it is. That is part of the battle right there. That's a smart way to handle it. Gotta have rules. All right, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow night. Maybe we'll have some exciting news, but it's Tuesday. Tuesday's the day I'm really looking forward to see how the market's going to react when Wall Street gets its little greedy little fingers back into everything. See how they run things. All right, guys. Until then, God bless you on this Sabbath day, the Lord's Day. Thank you, God, for this day, for this stream, and for all your blessings. And I hope you bless every viewer that watches this. Be with them on this crypto journey. Help them change their lives. Good night, everybody.